Hey Vine Tribe, welcome to my YouTube channel. Now I'm saying that like we haven't been hanging out off and on for 3 years, but I promise this is the year that I'm getting it together. So I've been over on Instagram growing the Vine Tribe there. Now it's time to expand. So here we are. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Larissa. I am a certified sommelier and I work in the wine industry on the supplier side, and I've been in the business for almost 10 years. 10 years actually in May. And I have a passion project called The Lotus and the Vines, where my job with this passion project is to bridge the gap from wine novice to wine connoisseur. So again, we're starting the year out with intention, and I wanted to talk to you all about something that's very different for someone like me. So my husband and I wanted to start the year with a sugar detox, also known as a Candida Cleanse. And the question comes up really quickly. How do you, someone who works in the business and literally sells wine for a living, how do you walk away from wine amongst all other sugar for 21 days? We are literally 3.5 days in, and I'm feeling the effects a little bit because your body literally goes through a detox, so there are some physical manifestations of it, but the good definitely outweighs the bad once you get over that hump. So we've done this before, we just haven't done it in a few years. And what we have found, there's tons of detoxes that you can do clearly, but what we found, this works for us in regard to my husband typically loses anywhere from 10 to 15 pounds in the time frame. I'm good for about 5 pounds, but where I specifically see benefit is I just start to feel a bit brighter, a little bit more clear. You know, once you get past those 3 to 4 days of just kind of waking up in a fog, you wake up and you don't need your coffee per se. You don't need to have that glass of wine once you get off of work from a long day. And I also find physically that my skin clears up. So I dealt with adult acne pretty much my entire adult life with a few ebbs and flows, and my skin always clears up. So the Candida Cleanse, essentially, it takes all of the bad in your gut and it reduces it while increasing the good. So Candida albicans is a yeast that lives naturally in your gut and it feeds off of sugar. So you think about the holidays and how you're just taking in everything and eating everything in sight, everything that you're not supposed to be eating per se, or at least with moderation. This just helps to reset everything. So I wanted to share my journey with you all because, again, this is contrary. Like, I am definitely the one. I have a toddler who is full of leadership skills, and mommy deserves wine, right? But I had to get back to the why. Why do I love wine so much? So last year I studied for Certified Sommelier and WSET Level 3. So the bulk of my year was spent with my nose in a glass. And that's great, but it also created a habit because once I got past those tests, because of the blind tasting portion of both of them, it just became like a habit, not a bad habit, but a habit. After a long day of work, I would come home and just grab a glass. And so the reason why I love wine so much, my why, is because I love the experience. I love the sight, smell, taste, conclusion. That means everything to me. But I was getting to the place where I was just drinking it because it was something to have. And there's no other way to break a habit than for 21 days to remove it from your everyday. So here we are with that. The other side of this Candida Cleanse is that because you remove sugar from your diet, everything wakes up. Your nose wakes up, your palate wakes up, so things taste fresher. Your nose smells things that it didn't necessarily smell before. So on the other side of this, even though I am not drinking wine, I'll be a better wine taster when all is said and done, which kind of keeps me in the game here. So that being said, I wanted to talk about the diet. Now, I was given the diet through a nutritionist back in 2012-13, and so what she gave me is proprietary, but I was able to Google, and the closest thing that I found was Wellness with Rose. If you Google Wellness with Rose, you will find this particular diet. And when I say there is no sugar, I literally mean no sugar. So think Whole30 without the fruit. So vegetables and protein, but there are no beans, no carbohydrates. Literally all that we can drink is water, herbal teas. You are allowed a cup of coffee a day, and the only sweetener that we're allowed is stevia. So again, it's definitely super strict. And you have to take supplements every day because you're completely jolting your body and your body needs help. So I'll share these in the comments, but Candida Support, and again, this is all about leveling it out. So decreasing the bad, increasing the good. We take a probiotic, 30 billion every day, and then milk thistle. The reason why we take milk thistle is to support your liver. You always want to be kind to your liver. But specifically during these first 3 to 4 days, it's called this die-off. So the Candida doesn't have any sugar to eat, so it starts to die off. But when it dies off, it gives off these toxins. And that's what causes kind of a little cloudy fog. You can be a little headachy, overall pretty grumpy. But your liver is literally working overtime to get those toxins out of your body, so you want to support your liver. So one thing that I also did today, which I recommend, but only if you've done it before, I went to an infrared sauna. And because I've done it before, I knew my body was completely reacting different. So normally it's about 40 minutes, and after 30 minutes, I had to come out because my body was just detoxing at such a rate, like I literally went lightheaded. And I was not about to be the girl that was getting picked up a sweaty mess in her sauna room. So the other thing that we do, our other quick hack, is you have to snack. Almonds are everything, raw organic almonds. Literally, you cannot get caught hungry because that's when you get hangry, and that's also when you have the opportunity to make a poor decision and take yourself off track and ruin all the work that you put in thus far. So snack a lot, drink lots and lots of water to help flush the toxins out of your system, and come on back. Again, I want to share the journey with you. I'm only 3.5 days in, so far so good. We'll see where I'm at in another week or two, but I could only be transparent and authentic. And in addition to this journey, the main reason why I'm asking you guys to like and subscribe is because of the wine clues that I share. So my main objective with the Lotus and the Vines is to take you from wine novice to wine connoisseur, so that in personal and professional settings, you can put your personal brand forward. So again, like, subscribe, and welcome. Normally I would say cheers, y'all, but I don't have any wine, and that's bad luck, or anything alcoholic, and that's bad luck. So I'm just gonna say, throw up the deuces, and I'll see y'all next time.